Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and did some exploration around within Kakariko Village, and did some outer parts of Kakariko Village as well too, to do a little bit of some exploration. We had to go and search out for where the golden bugs were going to be, and also of course had to find out where another one of the heart pieces was going to be as well too. Now I believe within that other heart piece, I believe we now do have a set of 5 hearts now at this point in time with having Link here, so really cool on that. Since we're all the way back over here at Ordon Village, there is going to be another heart piece that we're going to have to go and find around over here, and from there we do have to go and speak out over to Mayor Bo, and we have to do a little bit of some sumo wrestling that's going to be happening, because now we have to learn about how the tutorial of the sumo wrestling is going to be. It's not technically too difficult. I know that when I went and first played Twilight Princess, not only just like within on the channel as the original series, but back when I went and first played through Twilight Princess, I did have a little bit of a struggling situation with this, because I didn't really realize how the controls all worked around with all that too much. But later on I did figure out on how to go and do it, and finally got this annoying tutorial situation on out of here, because this is just basically kind of like into a guide on how that you need to reach on over to where Dead Mountain is going to be, because at some point we are going to have to meet up with the Gorons, and we do have to do some sumo battling within the leader of the Elder Gorons that are going to be there, and hopefully we can at least be able to basically go and pass through that little trial there, and then we can be able to go and move on into where that said dungeon is going to be, because we're going to have to use that iron boots to guide us into the dungeon, because there's going to be a lot of like magnetic type of stuff that's going to be happening around within the area, so you want to be somewhat having that item there as somewhat of a useful situation to go on. Now, later on, I want to say that Kakariko Village should at least now be able to be a little bit more, I want to say that there should be a little bit more people to be showing up around within the village, because once we're done with the whole situation of King Bulblin and the enemies that we have to go and fight with later on to try to save Colin, the Malamart should actually then be going and opening up from there. And so yeah, you do have like different controls there. You do have like the slapping method to go and knock around with Mayor Bo, and then you also do have the grabbing of Mayor Bo as well too, just so that you can make sure that he gets pushed off into the ring there. And not only that, but then you also do have the different type of deking type of functions as well, just so that Mayor Bo doesn't have to go and try to grab you right away as fast as he can. But while I was trying to get a little bit off topic there, there is Malamart, which we do have to go and show up at that point in time, and Malamart will actually go and give us the Hylian shield, or the Hyrule shield, I should say, for what we actually do need, and that would be something that we really do need to go and have, because just with the normal regular shield that we do have at this point in time, I believe it will actually get burned away, because since we're going to be heading into like this Goron factory type of area that's going to be happening around within that place, there's going to be a lot of fire type of stuff that's going to be showing up, and then there's also going to be fire keys that are also going to become somewhat of a problem. And even if you try to block at all, that sword, well, not that sword, but that whole entire shield is going to get basically disappeared. So make sure that you at least went and bought out like a lot of money, or at least found a lot of money, and you can actually go and get yourself with that shield right away. So now, since we do have this, we are going to go and reach off over back to the Ordon Ranch and meet up with that one guy again. And this time around, be able to go and hopefully try to pick up with the heart piece that's going to go and show up from here. And at least kind of repeat everything that we went and did from before when we went and got our heart container. Because again, we do have to go and try to find at least like 5 different type of heart pieces to at least then go and get ourselves activated for a heart container. Now, within these 2 videos for today, not only are we just going to be just doing out here with, of course, of just Twilight Princess HD, but we are going to be moving on into some more of Yokai Watch 3, which, of course, we are going to have to go and basically kind of do some story hopping between the 2 characters. I know that currently right now we're just starting, well, a little bit more into Haley Ann's story. We just went and just picked up with a brand new watch rank, which that is going to happen there. So we are going to be moving from rank E to rank D, but then we also have Nate's story, which I believe from there we are going to have to go and then continue onwards from there. And I don't really remember all that too much about what's going on through his chapter at this point in time. Now I don't know if we're gonna have to like get ourselves somewhat started into the whole situation of a boss yokai soon, but we'll find that out during that episode. But here we go, back to Kakariko we go. And this is where we're going to be able to see the King Bulblin that is going to be showing up now. Yeah, it has been a little bit of some time since we haven't really seen King Bulblin. I know that we went and saw him like just right around the little later bit of the part of with our way up Ordon Village, because that was when they just went and like showed up out of nowhere and started attacking everything that was showing up around within that one particular part there where Ilya got like kidnapped or something by them, I think, as well too. We still have to go and try to rescue out on Ilya as well too. Oh, and here we go. Colin's gonna try to save out one of his friends, or well, save out one of the siblings here, but well, at least she stayed, but not Colin though. Yeah, I don't really think Barnes is all that too strong enough to at least go and try to take on Bulblin himself. He's a little bit more of a coward from what we have seen from the last time. Even when those vessel light bugs were showing up. Alright, but here we go. We're here to save the day. Let's go. Oh man, he's holding up Colin there like he's like some sort of trophy, man. That's not cool. So basically what's going to happen here is that we have two different phases. So basically what's going to be going on is that from the two phases that we got, we are going to have to face him off with the Bulblin enemies and him. That's going to be happening around within this part of the field of Hyrule that we have to go and do. Now make sure that you go and use your spin attack. The spin attack, I want to say, is going to probably be like your best option that is going to happen from here. So we'll have to try our best. Now, I will be editing out on most of the parts of these battles anyways, because it does take a little bit of some time because of just how annoying that Bulblin can be when he kind of like dodges out from your different attacks though. So now he's going to call up some reinforcements, which, again, that's always kind of a standard thing about any type of, well, main type of villain that shows up here, right? But here we go. I wouldn't really call like King Bulblin as a main villain, but he's more so of a boss though. No, the more of the main villains is more so is with Zant and Ganondorf that's going to be showing up. King Bulblin is just well, more so of a nuisance type of boss rather than having it to be a main boss. But we already went and knocked him down for now, but he's not finished yet. But if you see where those barriers are, where the Bridge of Eldin is going to be, this is where the standoff is going to happen with the duel. Now, I remember when I went and headed onto this part here, not only was the sumo wrestling when I first went and played that was giving me a hard time, but this area right here gave me such a hard time as well. And this part is really annoying. This one is all about timing. I can't really go and say anything else about it because there's not really a type of way to try to at least, well, somewhat quickly try to get this done. But if you can at least just manage to at least just dash as quickly as you can and just at least try to dodge with the spin attack, you should at least get him quickly. So after a little bit of some time here, I believe we're going to try that now. And King Bulblin is done. So thank goodness for that. He goes into the, well, down into the water below. We're going to be meeting up with him again shortly because he's not technically down and out for now. Oh yeah, there's that epic pose right there. Right from the intro of this game as well too. Now, I want to say that within later on, like throughout my, well, throughout the channel, I know that I have what I told you guys that I am going to be switching some things up a little bit later on after once I'm done with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door on the Switch. I was thinking that like probably I want to get into like some skits and stuff. But like kind of have them featured within like the gaming part of the aspects of what I'm going to be doing as well too. So hopefully you guys will enjoy something like that. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are interested in seeing me like do like somewhat of like a skit or something like within like the types of video games that I'm going to be somewhat doing along within our way out here. because I do have my list of all the 7 things that I do want to go and do after once I'm done with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on the Switch. So I won't really go into too much details, and I don't really want to spoil anything out right away, but I'll let you guys know about that when the time does actually happen, for when, like, for when the update of the channel happens. Because, I want to say that update on the channel is going to be, a fairly long one. I think it's going to be, like, the longest one of the updates that I think I've ever done, I think, compared to all the other ones that I've done before, but that will also get put out onto the new subscribers as well, just to kind of let everybody know about what's going on. But yeah, so after all that intense battling and everything, Colin is completely wiped out, man. I think he just needs some good nice rest, and I think he should at least hopefully be somewhat better later on, right? He's not like gamed over himself, right? He shouldn't be. But we have to forge on ahead and moving off towards to Death Mountain. So let's go and do it. But also too, we do need to reach on over to Mallow Mart, so that's going to be one thing that is going to be extremely important beforehand. But yeah, if you guys do see around out here in the Kakariko Village, there's quite a bit of some bombable areas, but again, we can't really go and do anything about with it for right now. But once we do get that bomb bag, which I'm pretty certain, I think getting the bomb bag will have to be inside the actual dungeon, I think, as well too, right? So if we ever do go and find the bomb bag within that dungeon, I think we should at least be able to buy some bombs and be able to go and explore with some more extra secrets around out here. Alright, so there we go. So Hylian Shield is going to be ours. So yeah, all that time that we went and had to go and search around for all of our roots and everything that we had to go and do, it is going to be costing you 200 rupees. So just make sure that that's what you want to go and try to buy out here before you go to the actual dungeon itself. Alright, so there's nothing here for us now, but we do want to go and get this guy activated. So we're going to switch that around right here. Now, if you guys go and see, there's quite a bit of, like, different tunics that we could go and wear, and I believe there's only, like, a set of 2, I think, for right now, because, like, we can actually go and wear, well, of course, with our original attire here, but then we could also go and check out with the Zora tunic, which, we'll have to check that out a little bit later, but that'll happen, I want to say, probably after, once we're done here with this whole, Goron dungeon that we're going to have to face off with. Or I should say the Fire Temple itself. Well, I wouldn't really call it like as the Fire Temple because I think it's known as a different name, right? But yeah, but I do have to say though that the Zora outfit, oh, it actually looks really cool. Well, here in this type of version of the game. But then we got the other one that's going to be more so the magic armor. I think that's what it's known as. Magic armor type of outfit. Now, the magic armor is really annoying, and basically the magic armor can become somewhat of a fast, reliable type of outfit, or if you run out of rupees, it becomes like a whole entire like iron boot, with the amount of like how slow down like the whole entire outfit is, because like if you run out of like all rupees, like, your whole outfit is just gonna become, like, super slow, and you can barely even walk, like, anywhere. Which, that gets, like, really annoying. But, will I be able to go and pick up with the magic armor? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I'm not a big fan of that armor, to be honest with you. Like it's a nice item to go and have if you want to, like, 100% complete everything, but I just... Oh yeah, so now we're gonna have to see how this whole Goron situation is gonna be. So if you go and use like your shield, and then while they try to go for a punch, you can actually stun them, and then they'll actually curl up into a ball, and then you can actually be able to then go and do your jumping and everything from these guys. But for right now, there's one thing that is quite a bit important for us, and we should go and do this right here, right now. And that is, while since we are here playing as Link at this point in time, you can go and see that there's this shadow that's kind of underneath from us. At some point, there's going to be a big, huge shadow, and we're going to have to completely dodge out on this one here. And we're going to have to go and grab that, and we're going to have to do that with something here with Minda at some point later on in the game, but at least that we got it now. So since we got that all taken care of, let's go and start heading up just a little bit more. This should at least lead us into the way of the Elder Goron, and then we can go and finally try out this sumo battle. Oh, well, I didn't even realize that. There's a little bit of a grabby situation that you could go and get yourself with a 10 roop up there. Did not even realize about that, but pretty cool. Alright, so here we go. Moving on ahead into this way. This is going to be the last tail end part of this episode, and we're just going to be meeting up with the Elder Goron from this part. Oh no, those Gorons are going to chase right after us again. Well, at least he would have calmed everything down. That's a good sign. But I think for right now, we're going to end off the episode for today. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I will say that I will be going back and doing some more of the live streaming again on Twitch and also on YouTube. So you guys should be able to go and see that. I know that this video is a post recording, so this video will happen much later on afterwards. But hope you guys do go and check out those two live streams of our time. That's going to be happening though. But anyway, see you guys then. And see you guys for another time of Twilight Princess, and peace.